both have commonality and familiarity with Ed Raichle, who was our basketball coach in high school, and both got us thinking about coaching. You got into coaching, I got into coaching. But talk about him. Mr. Rachel's no longer with us, but talk about just the influence he had on you. 'Cause I know how much he had on me, but this is about you. So the influence he had on it that you took with you wherever you went
Yeah,
from
and
there.
that's a good way of putting it, wherever you went. And we didn't have the athletes, but if you looked at how Mr. Racial put that team together, your senior year, kids were dynamic. Racial was really somebody who cared about the kids. We talked about Dana Coggins as an example of somebody who he went the extra mile on, but there were a lot of kids that Mr. Racial cared for, and that carried, you know, put it like this, there were three people that I used to go home outside of family. There were three people that I would always go see. It was the pastor of our school and church, and Mr. Racial. And it wasn't just about basketball, but you get him talking about basketball, you couldn't get him to shut up. And I remember he told me a story where he bumped into Bobby Knight, and they sat down and talked. And Bobby Knight, legendary coach, and apparently Bobby took some of the notes from Mr. Racial, to improve Indiana when Indiana was at its peak. So, he was just a great person in so many different ways, including his fashion attire that he
Oh
still
yeah, so that was an influence, and we could talk about him for hours.